Yo, what's up with this? Well, some rust. I'll show you the rust, and it's not so bad, but we got some tricky challenges. I will show you, and probably I will dismantle it a little bit more to reach all the spots. So that's it for this week. Get some welding done, get the interior out partly, front fenders and stuff, I guess, because, well, I can better show you. Okay, well, here we got this challenge. Ooh, this is scary. It's some points a little bit more than I hoped for. I am still thinking on how to do this. Well, I've got a dirty lens now. Hope you can still see me. This is exciting! Okay, well, here we got this challenge. So these corners aren't available anymore, so we need to fix something for this. Then over here we got an old sketchy repair which I want to clear out, and then the dents on that point, probably the best jacking point what there is, we need to adjust as well. So let's see, let me think about it a little bit on how we can repair this. And then we got these small rust pieces on all the rubber gaskets, which we need to adjust. So I'm going to discuss with the customer if he wants me to replace the whole piece, or if he says, well, just put some pieces in and fix it. And the other side's actually about the same. Some rust over there, some rust on there, and of course, well, that spot is the next one that I'm going to clean out. But if I look at it this way, it's the same. When we take at this point over there, we already will hit the carpet if we going to weld in a new piece. So that means that the interior needs to come off. And if I want to properly repair these corners, I need to get the front wings off and the wheels off. So the first thing I'm going to do, drop it down a little bit, change the ramp out so I can reach the other corner to clean that out and see how bad that is. And then I'm going to figure out if I'm going to make some big pieces. Probably that's a good idea to bend some real pieces, or probably 3mm steel, so we can make new structural good corners. Well, here we go, getting all the underbody shoots off and then grinding it down a little bit with a steel brush on the grinder, and then bending it down and get a little bit of the original shape back, just to see on where we can start and how bad it is. And this way I can think a little bit on how I want to repair this whole piece. I'm thinking about making a new sheet metal piece from here to over there with a corner that side, and then in thicker material so it will get some strength. But first let's get the front fenders off to give us some more room on the rockers. Ooh, this is scary. This is getting a little bit brittle. Oh, cow balls, I really need to take care of this. Shit. Man. This is brittle. Ooh. This has been repaired a few times. Holy shit. And probably I need to clean out the floor first, because it's sticking on my shoes everywhere now. So that's better. I didn't show you how deep is my love. Let's talk about love. Tell me, what do you like? Tell me, where do you want to see? Let's talk about love. Tell me, what do you like? Tell me, what do you like? Hey then, now we're getting somewhere. It's some points a little bit more than I hoped for. It's going around the corner a little bit over here. So this means it's a little bit more work Another testing session with the mic, but I'm looking all over here now. So testing mic 2. Got the repair plates in. So there's a little bit more rust over here all around the corner. That's not what I hoped for. My first plan was to make a bended sheet metal in 3 steps to get around the original shape back. So I could bend it over there backwards and then over here. But let's first see what's behind this, and then we can decide on where we go. Well, just as I expected, shitty repairs. Holy cow balls, more holes. Scheiß. Couple minutes later, I am still thinking on how to do this, and I'm thinking about going to SolidWorks. The shape will never be exactly the same, because if we bend it with the machinery, we can't make all the round shapes they make with the mold when they're stamping these parts. But I think we can make a really good structural new part if we bend it slightly different, but there's enough room, and it still will be really rigid, maybe even better than any other just weld-in plate you could make. So that's why I'm thinking about making this in one piece, so it will be really rigid, and we can make a new jack point for it. I want to see if I can bend this shape in SolidWorks. Well, yeah, let's see if this works. It's kind of in the direction of how I want it, and we can always tweak it a little bit when we're building this, but let's see if we can make a strong solution. I will probably add later on, when it's all working fine, I will add a jacking point, same like the Mark IIs. Okay, let's get this exported as sheet metal, and we're making a cardboard one in the laser. Engineering stuff. This should be my first prototype. So let's bend this cardboard and then work from there. Not too bad. So okay, this is a test. It feels to me that it needs a little bit more bends, but we got to start somewhere. As you know, if you've seen all my episodes, then you know I like to wing it, and that's what I'm doing now. Just wing some stuff in the computer and then see if it will fit. Okay, let's see if I'm going to be disappointed or not. Yeah, I think I am. This will need way more angle. Okay, going to adjust some stuff. It's not so bad as I thought. So this needs to be way more flat, and this needs a way bigger angle. I will be right back. Okay, this is my version 2. It's a little bit adjusted. Hopefully the fitment is even better. Yes, I think this can work. Yes, ladies and peoples, it's not the original shape anymore, but that's too complicated and way too much work. And we want to fix this. Most of the shapes over here are fitting perfectly. So we can weld this in. We can weld it all over here. And then when it's in sheet metal, I'm going to make this longer to over here. That this shape will all be back in, and I'm going to let this flow upwards. So we can spot weld this back in and then shape this all to there. So it will get the nice flow back into this piece. So I think if I make one version out of 2mm steel, we can make a test and bend it and see where we will end up. It's a little complicated to bend, but okay, we should get it working. Well, now the fun stuff starts. Bending. It's a little complicated to bend this one, so we can only go one bend at a time, and when one bend is too early, we can't go back anymore. So I really need to take care and figure out which steps I need to take and which bend needs to go first. Should go there somewhere. It is getting in shape. Well, I must say this went really good. It's not so bad. The shapes are really in there. These shapes are not the best yet, but it's already in a good angle. If this will fit, then I will make some reinforcement and probably a good jacking point over here, and then weld it all in. Hopefully someday Volkswagen will start making these, otherwise I will just do it my way. Just save the classics. Oh, and like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. So I'm really busy making all these tiny adjustments, bending it a little bit here so that, well, the shape will actually really closely follows the lines. Maybe I should one day buy a 3D scanner, scan this into the computer and then make a sheet metal part over it. But to make a mold and stamp them would be the best way, but that would be impossible to pay. And this is something what you got in a couple hours. I can make a sheet metal part like this. Well, pretty complex shape. It's all becoming, but I must say, if I look at the fitment, this is the prototype. I got some ideas, like I want, let me see if you can see this on camera. I want to make this a round shape, same like the chassis. So I'm going to make all these bends over here, that it will be a rounder shape. But if I look at this rough shape, this is all aligning everywhere on the chassis, and we can really weld it rigid. Some small adjustments, so let's get back to the computer. Okay, here we go. The starting point, and back to the drawing board. Get everything measured up of all my crazy changes, and see if we can get this in the computer and make, well, the second version, and hopefully this will be the fitment version in once. Well, with rearranging everything in the shop, it's not all perfect yet, so I needed to get the flashlight on to see the bend lines. I hope I can still remember which bends I did first, because that was a little bit difficult last time. Okay, and then now the tricky one, to see if we can get this round shape. Whoop, whoop. So this round shape is working, but now we got this big gap. So probably I forgot something and we need to get some more work done on this. Well, okay, we're not there yet. More mistakes. So this cutout needs to be over there, on this side, and not there. And that's the same for these cuts. They need to flip around. I have no idea how I came on that, but this angle is perfect. This round shape is perfect. So if we can get this gap down, and then we can bend the last piece, I think we are really getting there. Okay, I'm going to cut it out. I'm tired of making all these prototypes and getting the tripod back and forward. So now it is time for some cutting. This is really getting a shape I want, and it's really closely on the body. So now we got, when we're attaching it to the body, there's always a lot of millimeters room that it can come in closer. I want to make one final piece, definitely, to close the latest gaps and stuff, and the stuff that I adjusted again. But first let me get this fitted perfectly. This is exciting! I always like it when this stuff coming together, and especially when the shape is getting this good. I'm pretty proud of myself again. This we can do on a repeat later on, and we can easily mirror it to the other side, so we can have it done in no way. But check this out. It is fitting perfectly everywhere. Some minor adjustments. I want to close this gap because I can make this line follow this line better, but the rest, it's a really freaking nice jack point again. Well, I have got the final pieces done. It's reinforced, made a round jacking point on it, so this is ready to weld in. Got the inner rocker welded in and grinded down. Got everything painted on the inside, cleaned out on the inside. So for me the next thing to do is to weld in the new piece. But I got something for you guys. Yes, I made these sets. They are for sale on the website. Go check out the web store where they will be in. You can order them like you see them over here. They come all bended and ready to weld in. You can easily adjust yourself where you want the jack point or you don't want the jack points. You can decide it. These will fit straight on the Mark III. Thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel and put something in the comments and order these parts. Thank you all. See you in the next episode.